Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Ralph Beanert from Lookout Games. We're looking at Patchwork Doodle, coming from Uwe Rosenberg. Notes here for 1 to 8 players. It's actually for more, yes? You could do any number.
You can do any number as you like. We will probably have it for 1 to 6 players when it comes to the retailers, but you can expand it also for 8, 10, 12 people, so no problem at all.
Okay, so we are familiar with Patchwork, where you lay out the tiles, and this looks very similar. So what are we doing differently in this game?
Yeah, as you said, it's here a member of the Patchwork family, a new member. It's quite easy and game for a huge number of people, maybe a party game, maybe a family game, as you like. And what you're doing is you play over 3 rounds, and everyone has a paper from a pad. That's here just a scratch paper. Normally you have a beautiful pad to scribble on. And everyone has this. Everyone has how do you call it? A pencil or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah. And what you're actually doing is, at the beginning of the game, everyone receives an individual card like this, having 7 fields on it, and everyone starts to draw the pattern he has wherever he like in this grid. For example, I do it this way here, so I can also use the mirror, mirror image, and once I'm convinced, I have to make it like this. So this would be finished, and everyone has an individual starting pattern, and then after that, this is for all, and somebody is rolling the die. That means, and this card are also random at the beginning. I just go with the pawn. That's not the actual pawn yet. 1 step, and now everyone has to draw in this pattern. Yeah. No, it doesn't need to be close to your other pattern, but sometimes it makes sense. I could do it this way here, and once I'm convinced, I make it this way. Okay. So, and this is gone then.
All right.
And we proceed doing this as long as there are only 2 patterns left. The others are drawn by everyone in his individual grid.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's say everyone has drawn this here and only 2 are left, then the round ends. That means everyone can score what he has drawn, and he scores his biggest rectangle. For every,
Okay, so right now on this sheet, you only have this 2 by 3.
Yeah, this would be a very lousy rectangle in this.
You only drew 2 things.
So the biggest rectangle here would be this here, as you see.
Okay.
And I take out the biggest square I have in it. That's 2 times 2. That's 4 points. And if every row which prolongs my rectangle, like here, is worth another point. That means 2 times 2 plus 1 row in my rectangle. That's 5 points for the first round, which is very lousy indeed. Yeah, as you can imagine.
Not even possible. Well, it could be.
Yeah, not even possible. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
And then new cards are drawn, laid out. I do this the same time. Then naturally my rectangle becomes bigger and bigger. So a second and a third round. And at the end, I have to subtract for every empty field I have 1 point. That's also very easy. And special about this is I have 4 tools which I can use whenever I like to. The first tool is, that means I can choose another card that is before or after the pawn.
Okay.
Then here I can, if I choose this, I can draw a single field like this. In order to close it, then I would say, okay, I've used this tool. Here I'm allowed to cut something in 2 pieces. For example, here, that means I have to choose this or this. And the last thing is I can use a tool I have used twice. And that's the whole game. It's quite simple.
Okay. All right. And you just use these at any time that you
can use these tools once, of course, but any time you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
So,
very straightforward on there.
Very straightforward.
Thank you very much, Ralph, for the overview. Patchwork Doodle.